Good morning, folks. Here we have it again. Botched episode number, I don't know how many. Okay, well, we've lost count. Anyway, my thought on this is TISPIMO, hashtag
TISPIMO.
Better words to make it nicer for everybody. This is making me upset. This gentleman came to us from Turkey, had United States citizen, goes abroad to Turkey to have implants done, fixed teeth. Look at this. Look at how the implants are placed. Implants, one implant is right in the sinus on the upper right. The other implants are two right there. There is something happening in the middle of that middle implant on the top. I mean, the patient said that patient paid for a fixed permanent teeth, and he didn't leave with teeth. He left with, they just gave him dentures, and they said that these are just for cosmetic purposes. You're gonna have to come back, and then we're gonna give you fixed teeth. That's not what he said he paid for. There was a lot more nuances about what happened. The hotel, the stay. We won't get into that. We're just going to talk about the patient goes abroad and went there to have permanent teeth with implants, but literally walked out with very, very poorly placed implants that should not be placed. They're going to have to be removed, by the way, and walk out with dentures. The patient is losing function, losing aesthetics, losing quality of life, needs help now coming here. And we have to redo a lot of this stuff. We got to remove those implants on the upper right. We got upper left. We got to remove that implant that's in the sinus. On the bottom, we'll show you a picture. You can see an implant piercing through the gums, not even placed properly. There's two implants clustered together. It's just the whole thing is a mess that has to be cleaned out. So our point is, why are you going to save a little bit of time and money and go back and forth, and there's no regulation when you're going to places like Turkey, Mexico, Costa Rica, let's just name it. That's just where people are going. You're not getting what you're going to get what you're going to pay for. Stay in the United States, go to a skilled surgeon, skilled implant dentist, skilled office that can take care of you every step of the way. And even if there's complications or there's issues, it can be handled. Don't make that mistake. Let me show you the picture of the lower gums that the implants are almost about to pop up. Nothing is leveled. Nothing is done properly. Nothing is done a clean surgery. It's very haphazardly done. And unfortunately, the patient has to suffer. I'm going to show you the next picture. Here we have it. You can see right in the middle of that, you can see a silver lining. That's the cover screw of that implant popping up. That's just popping up. There's a very high chance that implant didn't integrate. I'm going to have to take that implant out. You can see the lower jaw is kind of like all over, but it says has to be flattened out. Some of those implants have to be removed. Basically, we're kind of starting from the beginning. So, we want to help the patient. We want to give him function and better quality of life. But this is what you're going to get if you go abroad. You go to Turkey, go to Costa Rica, go overseas. And this is not one. We've done multiple, at least a dozen of Botched episodes of patients that have come to us. At least once a week, we'll see a patient from somebody that had worked on overseas and now they want it corrected. Nowadays, some of the cases I just don't even take. We're like, you know what? It's too beyond what we could do. It was already done. You're better off maybe going over there and having them fix it because we don't want to take on that case. But if you're considering implants, look for a reputable dentist, dental surgeon, implant offices. Look for their reviews, look for the before and after, talk to their patients, look at their video testimony, see what patients are saying, and then make an informed decision.